Dr. Wiley. It's really an honor and a privilege to be here today. To the dean, faculty, guests, and family and friends, thank you for the opportunity. And of course, thank you to the graduates. Congratulations. This is a significant achievement, and you are not the same people as you were when you entered the institution. That much knowledge has been gained over the years that you've put to work at Springfield. As I understand it, when you were at Springfield, they did some facility improvements on the campus, and they constructed a complex or two. But obviously your surroundings has changed. But not only has your surroundings changed, but you changed as well. You changed academically, you changed intellectually, you've been exposed to new concepts and to professional ideas that will carry you further in life. Hopefully you'll also mature emotionally, such that you're better able to deal with not only intellectual elements of your chosen field, but as you deal with those issues, you're able to deal with them emotionally as well. As I began to prepare material to speak today, what I wanted to do was to go onto the web page and find out as much information about Springfield College as possible. And what stood out before me was on the welcoming note of Associate Dean Braden, which was focused, relevant, and excellent education. So I thought maybe it'd be an opportunity for me to explore those particular points a little more in depth. And when I think about focus, to me it means not getting distracted, not allowing the internal or external forces to prevent you from getting to your destination, zeroing in on your target, and doing so with a laser point of view, doing so as a sharpshooter would do it, or to be able to do so as a camera would do it as well. See, when you think about a camera, oftentimes what we don't realize is while it is focusing and zeroing in on its picture, on its image, the reality is it has shut out all the other things around it in order to capture the essence and the beauty of what is in front of it. And it's clearly evident that your presence here today have allowed you to remain focused and to block out many of the distractions that could have deterred you and prevented you from getting where you are today. I know many of you are parents, others probably are working. You have a lot of other obstacles and barriers that could have easily prevented you from being here, but you recognized the importance of remaining focused, and you maintained that promise, and now, on today, you will receive your diploma. The other area of focus was I'm mindful of a story, a young man. In my position, I had the opportunity to meet a lot of individuals, from CEOs to blue-collar workers, from those who are financially stable to those who are in need of financial assistance. And I remember a young man that had come to my office that talked about being focused. He told me he remembered learning about the city of Milwaukee when he was back home out east. He remembered his roommate. His sister would tell him about purchasing property in Milwaukee, and that you could excel if you had the right tools. Upon maybe nightly, maybe for about years, he said for years, he thought about that. He subsequently established a relationship and made up in his mind that he's going to come to Milwaukee. He got here, and upon getting here, the young lady helped him get some services. He purchased property, and then after purchasing the property, he went on to take that revenue and roll it over into another property. And then he rolled that money into another business, and he rolled it over into another business. And what was so perplexing for me was he said that, you know, a lot of African Americans, and he was an African American young man, said leave Milwaukee, they go to Atlanta for opportunities. And that struck a chord with me, because a number of my friends had left as well, but I recognized the beauty that the city has to offer. He indicated that you know, but this is the place. Milwaukee is the place, your city. He said, you see, when I learned about those opportunities, I was incarcerated. I was incarcerated. I was distracted. I succumbed to a lot of social ills and environments. He said, but now I'm focused. And Alderman, I guarantee you, not only will I not let you down, but I won't let myself down. So graduates, as you remained your point of focus and look for other heights, continue, not only to continue to do great things for you, but know that your supporters and your family is there to ensure your success. It's important for you to remain focused. The second item that was identified on the webpage was relevance. And what is relevance? The American Heritage Dictionary defined relevance as being, in some ways, it having to do with the matter at hand. So relevance is the matter at hand. Similar to focus, you have to be focused in order to deal with the matter at hand. Slightly a little different though. But what matters in terms of time, are you prepared to not only survive in your field of choice, but to thrive? So surviving is one thing, thriving is another thing. And it's important for you to make yourself relevant wherever you end up, wherever organization and agency that you become a part of. You must give yourself a foundation that will make you not only an outstanding graduate, a productive citizen, and a great employee. You see, it's easy to get off track. It's easy to lose focus. But when you do that, you risk becoming irrelevant. And you must remain focused in order to be relevant. However, it's up to you. You must rely on your training, but in addition to that, you must make sure that you push yourself and look for opportunities to be even more valuable for potential employees. Far too many people who merely earn a degree, and in earning that degree, they're not put forth the appropriate efforts to excel, or they fail to move on to the next level with the same amount of focus that it took them to get to where they are. I would encourage you to, in order to maintain your relevance, read, research, volunteer, immerse yourself in your chosen field, establish a mentor. If you're in the criminal justice system, go down and speak with a judge or a police professional, someone to continue to broaden your horizons so you put you ahead of the next person, that your relevance and your intellect and your knowledge base is helpful to you. And again, continue to read. Stay curious. Don't get stale. Always be relevant and recognize that what you've achieved and accomplished today is a continued building block on many successes to come up the road. The third pillar that I recognized, again, it was focused, relevance, and excellence. There's a text that says, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or worthy of praise, think about these things. What's the relevant of that reading? The relevant of that reading is that you must know that excellence starts with a mindset. You must first establish the mind, the heart, the spirit, to properly position yourself to know that you can achieve excellence. Average, who wants to be average? Who wants to be sub-average? Now, it's a part of our scale, but who wants to be there? We should always achieve to be excellent. Excellent. And achieve, set the goal that high. Don't set the goal for something less than that, because when you do that, you put limits on yourself. And additionally, know that Springfield College has prepared you. They've adequately prepared you with the skill set to not accept mediocrity. They've prepared you with the skill set to achieve excellence. Apply the knowledge apply the experiences, continue to grow, and be as excellent as they would love for you to do. Interestingly, before I became an elected official, I played sports. And I had a amount of success at the sports level. But I set my bar high. I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't always the tallest. As you can tell by my statute, I'm pretty short. But I recognized that if I were to set my goal high, work hard, commit myself, to dedicate myself to excellence, success would come my way. I was successful playing sports. When I worked in the corporate world, worked for PepsiCo and Ford Motor Company, I set my goals high. I wanted to be a leader in those environments. And with that dedication, with that hard work, with that goal setting of excellence, I was able to achieve that. Now I sit on the city council. And as sitting on the city council, I now sit as council president, the second highest position in the city of Milwaukee. I didn't start out doing that. What I did was, I was determined to achieve excellence. I was determined to work on behalf of my constituents. All I wanted to do was to be the best elected official that my constituent could ever experience, would ever want. So by dealing with police issues, by dealing with sanitation issues, by dealing with the bricks and mortar and trying to grow the community in that district, it properly positioned me to be the council president. That wasn't what I was in pursuit of. I was in pursuit of excellence. And what you will realize that excellence will open up opportunities for you, but achieve excellence. And that will, again, allow for you to get and achieve all that you seek to do. In conclusion, let me say this. Hang on to the 3 pillars that Springfield College has put a part of you. Again, we're talking about the areas of focus and relevance. Never settle for anything short of excellence. I believe that all of you will meet your goals, but it's up to you. How badly do you want to succeed? You must ask yourself that question every now and then. Are you willing to work your way up the corporate ladder or wherever you find employment? Are you willing to come in early, leave late, work on weekends, and do whatever it takes to get the job done? Will you be a problem solver, or will you be the center of the problem? I mean, you have the choices. It's in your power to be what it is that you desire to be. Will you be positive, full of energy, creative, optimistic? Will you look for opportunities to network, to learn, and to expand your horizon? Really, there is no limit to your success, except for the limits that you would place on yourself. Be focused, be relevant, perform with excellence, and great things will happen for you. Again, thank you. It is an honor to be here with you this evening. Exactly. May God bless you all.
Give another hand. Great words of inspiration. Now, I call up to the podium. We're going to have a award presentation.